So the rumor on the Lakers is Zach Lowe, one of our basketball insider extraordinaire, did his weekly column this week. And in that weekly column, he mentions, very matter-of-factly, the Lakers will dangle prospects for Paul George. It's something we've discussed here. We discussed it briefly yesterday about, do you want to do the thing that the Knicks did as far as trading assets for Carmelo Anthony, and then they didn't really have enough to kind of get them over the hump. Now, a little different situation, slightly different. Now, I don't love it, but still a slightly different situation. The Lakers clearly have more assets than the Knicks had at that time. Gallinari was a good player. At that time, still very young. He's still a good player, but Wilson Chandler's a nice player. He's a role player. Gallinari's a starter. Chandler's more of a role player, and Mozgov is a role player, basically. But the Lakers would be potentially giving up, better assets than the Knicks did.
But I think it boils all down to May 16th. I think once they get to May 16th, they're going to evaluate it differently than what they are today.
Right.
Because if they get what they want, which everyone assumes it's a top 3 pick, second pick, it could be Lonzo Ball. They get that. Now that allows them to have a domino effect and play with a lot of different moving pieces. If they don't get that pick, you're looking at the Paul George situation totally different.
Yes.
You're looking at it way different now. Now, all of a sudden, it may not be so good to go out and get a Paul George. Because at 27 years old, I think that's his age.
Yeah, he just turned 27.
4 years from now, you barely going to be where you need to go. And you may not have the right pieces around him, and he's older at that point. Now, just think what we're talking about with LeBron James at 32. Oh, he's 32 years old. Oh, man, he's really 32. I can't believe he's doing that. Well, Paul George will be 32 at some point, too. So you got to be careful.
Magic clearly wants to get him.
No, there's nothing wrong with getting him if
you could put the rest of the pieces in.
Let's see what happens on May 16th.